Hello everyone, Chocoholic here for another video review. December special one. It's a Ritter Sport Mandel Zauber winter creation. I think I've probably destroyed the German language there with that one, so I do apologise to any German people watching or anyone who understands German, has any possible slight connections with German. I think I've probably just destroyed hundreds of years of of culture there with that pronunciation. But yeah, so basically, I believe this is Magic Almond, I believe, and it's a winter creation. You see there, it's got winter creation. Actually, sort of in English, because it's got the special a K spelling creation, really, which is sort of what they kind of do in English sometimes. But also, I do notice I think Dutch and perhaps German, they often use a K instead of a C for similar words like welcome and things like this. Yes, there we go. And I do apologise for comparing Dutch and German. I realise that might offend a lot of people as well. I can't win. What can I say? Well, I don't mean anything bad there. Okay, so yes, yes, it's very exciting. So this was sent to me by my friend Agent Seska, or called Cardassian Runaway, on Twitter and Instagram respectively. Yes, Dika there, so thank you very much to her. Yeah, so brilliant one, this one. I do love Ritter Sports, actually. They're amazing, and I've not reviewed one for a long time because, well, there's so many of them, and B, they're not the hardest to get the sort of more unique ones in the UK. So they've recently, my local supermarket has recently just added a few Ritter Sports. I didn't sell them at all lately before that, but they've just added a few now. But I think there might be ones I've already reviewed, I'm not sure, but I might re-review them because it was a long time ago since I did it. Yes, there we go. So basically, it's always these like square chocolate bars, and they're really nice and really big, and honestly, they have a flavour for everything. I mean, I've done hundreds of them in the past, and go watch. I mean, a bit of my older videos now, but I've done so many of them. There's literally all flavours under the sun. It's amazing, really. And I always say that whenever I read them, if you had them lined up in a library, it'd be massive. It's like a library of chocolates, and they all have different colours. Just happen to have this UK one here, this cornflake one. There you go. Yeah, it's not the one I'm reviewing, but yeah. So you see, if you had them all lined up, they'd all just look beautiful. And you can get mini ones, which I think is like a quarter of the size. In a library selection, but yeah, it'd be beautiful that. Yeah, so it says, what does it say? So it says roasted almonds. I think that translates as burnt almonds. I think there, that's Gebrand Mandel. I think, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, as I say, but this bit in the bottom here. Yeah, I think it's roasted almonds basically. I did a translate on Google. It says burnt, so I'm assuming that's roasted. And it's got the sort of colourful diversity there in the top. This bit here as well. Now in the UK it's colour variety or colourful variety, as it's colourful diversity in the German translation, literal translation from Google, so there we go. But I assume it means the same thing. So we've got the usual packages, a little mini flourishes, but not too bad. I think you'd say that's acceptable to get some purchase to open it. I think you can clearly see how big the bar is. I mean, obviously subconsciously it'll still make it look slightly bigger, but the flourishes aren't too bad. Yeah, so it says, on the back, I'm translating this, it's I think it's got full milk chocolate with caramel, let me see, what did I say? I did it before. Oh yeah, caramel layers and almond pieces, there we go, yeah. There we go, so that's my translation I did before. I could be wrong, but there we go. So I'm only going to, and a full milk chocolate, I think, yes, mit, caramel Sierten, Mandel Stutchen. Yeah. Anyway, when I translated that before, that's what it came out. It sounded reasonably correct. Layered caramel layers, full milk chocolate with caramel layers, and almond pieces. So I think the pieces translated as bits or scrap or something, but I put 2 and 2 together and possibly came up 5, but hopefully 4. Yeah, so they've got calories and stuff here. Yes, it's a 100 gram bar, and it gives us per 100 grams. That's really good. And it's 539 calories. 30 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates. So obviously for 50 grams you half it literally. You half it. So it's almost 270 calories, just under, about 269.5 calories. 15 grams of fat, 8 of which are saturates. So there we go. Yeah, there we are, not bad. That's rough. That's for 50 grams. So normal chocolate bars between 30 and 40 really, I think. So it's still a bit more weight-wise than you would get, but you wouldn't say half of this was particularly big. So they're quite calorific, these, really, for the size. And yeah, it is a square bar, so it's a 4x4 square bar. I can feel it already, so there we go. It's got square practical good or quadratic gut on the back. which is Square Practical Good, but the UK one says Quality Chocolate Squares, so it's slightly different. Quality Chocolate Squared, Square Practical Good. Yeah. So slightly different, but same gist. Yes, there we go. Not much more to say. I think it looks nice. Let's say I don't know how they keep churning out different colours for all these, because they've literally got about at least 50 different types, if not more, but at least 50. You know, so there's 50 different colours they've used. I mean, obviously there are different shades of everything, but even so, it's still impressive. Right, I don't think there's much more to say. Let's give it an open. Right, so everyone, okay, so I think I'm squared. Been, got this on my mind too much. I think I'm centred. So fingers crossed, yeah. So let's give it an open then. So it's got this nick pack thing, it says on the back, and it does translate as nick pack. Well, it's also called nick pack in the UK as well. It's trademarked in the German version. It's got like a registered thing on it. You can kind of make that where it says nick pack. It's got those like square things down here somewhere. Yeah, nick pack R. On the UK one it says nick pack, break here to open. So I don't have nick pack. I don't know really. I don't know. It seems it's as if you need to explain what a nick pack is in the UK, which I can kind of understand. But then I wouldn't have thought it would have meant anything specific in German either. So I don't know. Unless people know what a nick pack is in Germany. But we do get a handy little description there of how to open it. There we go. I'll picture it, not a description on the other side as well. Interestingly, actually, just the UK one has 100 grams written on the top there. At least not equivalent. It might be just a new edition or earlier edition or something, but it has 100 grams. But the German one doesn't say 100 grams for some reason. I don't know why that is. Yeah, unusual. Mind you, the UK one doesn't say 100 grams in the regular place anyway. It's got I don't know, it seems to be the space seems to be taken up with more. So you see the German one says 100 grams there. The UK one doesn't say it. It's got all this other stuff. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, they've obviously run out of room and just had to stick it on the side. This is quite amusing. Well, they could, yeah, so strange, yeah. I don't know what they've... Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah. We just put our cocoa, once a cacao, so slightly differences there, you can see. You can see that all this cacao stuff there. Cocoa stuff. Interesting, slight differences, yeah. Yes, there we go. Strange actually, the UK one seems to say average nutritional values per 100 grams, but then it does tell you per 100 grams anyway underneath, so I don't know why. Specifically rather than, it's very odd. So you've got like I shouldn't be really saying this now, but you got this sort of black bit here, it's telling you per 100 grams, but then underneath you've got the 100 gram thing anyway, so why is it telling you that? I mean, if the bar was 200 grams, then you can understand it, Well, even then you can just divide it by 2, but... Anyway, going off on a tangent really, so let's give it an open. So, if I can, try and be careful with these. Okay, opens quite nice. So, yes, lovely chocolate smell. It's more of as I would say, like a, that's a European chocolate smell. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but don't think it does really. It probably doesn't to me either. But there we go. So you got that 4x4 chocolate slab there, and it's got Ritter spot written on all the squares. So you can make that out. Hopefully you can. There we go. Lovely. And on the back, so you can see some bits coming through actually, even on the front. But on the back you see lots of nubbles and nibbles, and yeah, it's crammed full of stuff. That look at that. Oh yes. Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah. So let's give it a quick measure before I forget. About 9 centimetres, yes, it should be 9 by 9, I would have thought, since it's a square, and it's pretty much is 9.1 on one side, so it might just be a bit knobbly. Yeah, about 9.1 by 9.1. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's lovely, this. Yeah, that's very nice. So you can see, yeah, I would say, by looking at it, it does look like the roasted almond pieces do go all the way to the top. I do quite a lot of almond pieces. I know some people might watch my recent video, Sweet Nothings video, where I think I spoke about honey roasted almond, I think, Ritter Sport they're doing. So they have done a few of this. So I don't know how that's going to... Obviously it's not honey, it's honey or whatever. So it seems a bit odd really, doesn't it? You would have thought that'd be a bit more magical. So we'll see. This is magic almond. I don't know why these almonds are specially sprinkled with magic dust or something. But, there you go, look, it's got the stars. It's got stars, you see, look. So there's some kind of magic dust reference there. There we go. Yes, there's obviously some kind of secret ingredient. Can't just be packaging. It's not going to be just packaging. There's going to be something in there. Okay, so let's snap it in half. Yeah. So it's chopped almonds, but some of them are quite thick. See there, quite a big chunk of almond. You don't get any money's worth, almond-wise, I would say. Yeah. Definitely crammed full of almonds. That's not bad. Let's see if I can just take one. Just want to cut it in half just to prove that the pieces go all the way to the top. And yes, you can see there, they do. So it's completely filled with almonds. So you definitely not all sunk to the bottom or anything like that. Yes, it looks pretty good. Pretty good. I suppose there's not much of a smell. I'm not getting an almondy smell or anything like that. Just sort of subtle, very sort of minor, small, chocolatey smell, I guess. More of a European, Belgian chocolatey type smell, I guess you'd say. Obviously, it's not Belgian chocolate, it's that kind of smell. Yeah, so quite calorific these, as I say. Per 100 grams, it's 539 calories. So, so it's so you half it, and half it's 270, and half it again. What's that? 135. Yeah, 135. So basically, per 4 squares, 135 calories. So what's that? Halved again. So it's about 35, is it? Around 35 calories a square, is that? Have I just worked that out? I think. Maybe, something like that. I can't remember. I've lost track of where I was. Yeah, 270, 135. 270, 235. Yeah, so it's about 35 calories. Just under, really. About 34 or something. Calories a square. So, yeah, quite calorific. But, there's lots of nuts in there, so they're full of energy, aren't they? So maybe that's the excuse. Okay, let's give it a taste. Looking forward to this. Right, okay, so I've got a square here to go. Yeah, let's give it a taste. That's very tasty. Let's give you a close-up. Yeah, it looks very nice, full of almonds. Let's give it a go. The almonds are very crunchy. Almost like almost like in those sort of like sometimes you get those sort of beer nut selections, and the nuts are always usually very sort of, I don't know, they've done something to them to make them very hard. This is like that really. They're very more like biscuity, crunchy, crispy taste. Obviously not filled with air, but not bad at all. There's no flavour to them. It's very crunchy, and I like that. I think it tastes very nice. Yeah. I would say the chocolate though, because chocolate's quite prominent. So if you like Ritter Sport chocolate, you're in here. It's very nice. But I think for me though, it's just a bit. It is a bit. I don't know. It's not the best chocolate, I would have said. I mean, for me, it's a bit. It's a bit too sort of on the creamy side. I mean, it is full milk chocolate. It does say that, so it is, and you can tell that. I think. Well, at least I'm not to say that other chocolate isn't full milk chocolate, but maybe you can't tell. But this one, I can definitely tell it's quite creamy. By which I mean it's got a sort of, yeah. You can just taste the fact that there's lots of sort of cream in there. If you know what I mean, I can taste that. Yeah. So it's not too dissimilar. It's going towards that sort of Belgian chocolate side. That Goulian stuff and maybe Lindt or whatever. Those chocolates. Those sort of chocolates are very creamy, I think. And that, for me, I'm not as big a fan of that. I prefer chocolate to taste a bit more chocolatey, a bit less creamy. Maybe with other tastes in it as well, but yeah, I like to just, I don't know. I think milk chocolate for me is, milk chocolate is milk chocolate, not cream chocolate. I think that's the difference, and I've never really thought about it. Well, I've thought about it before, but never really worded it that well before. And I think that's the difference. I think I prefer milk chocolate to be milky rather than creamy, and yeah, if that makes any sense. Hopefully you can understand what I mean by that. So that for me is not as good, I don't think, but it tastes really nice, and I really like the nut taste in it. I think they've done a great job there. Doesn't really taste of almonds though. There's no almond taste at all really, as in, by which I mean, there's not that sort of nutty almondy taste that you might get in what's that fondant called? Marzipan and stuff like that. It's got that almondy taste, and other things that are just typically almond. Bakewell tarts in the UK, things like this, to have that almond taste. It just isn't there, but it's quite an artificial taste. Well, it's not artificial, but it's kind of a very much a concentrated almond taste. That, you know, it's like almond essence or something that's added to give that taste. If you just get some almonds and ground them up, they don't actually taste of what you associate as almonds. You know, they just taste a bit like this, really, of nothing. But when you get almond or essence or whatever, then it does taste of almond. So I can kind of understand why it's like that. But you know, you might be expecting almond, but here it could just be anything. It could be anything that's quite crispy. Yeah, but solid at the same time, as I say. So it's not like having Rice Krispies. It's a bit more like let's say just having sort of like a solid, crunchy thing. Really, it just happens to be a nut. Yeah, so if you don't like nuts, I'm not a big nut fan. I wouldn't put you off having this at all. But I think for me, the chocolate's just a bit too creamy. So very nice though. I like that crunchy nut. I like nuts that taste like that when they've been, you know, I don't know what they do to them, roast them, whatever. It says it's been burnt or they've got roasted. But peanuts don't normally taste like roasted peanuts. You have those. They don't normally taste crunchy like this. These are very crunchy. So maybe just almonds have that different consistency. Whereas peanuts are not technically a nut or whatever, but you know. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, very good. I think I like these. I think. Yeah, I think the chocolate's what lets it down for me now. If it was a different type of chocolate, I think it's just bitter Scotch chocolate for me, as I say, it's just a bit too... Normally it's not so bad because the flavouring inside it, you know, when it has more of a flavour. This one doesn't have a flavour really, it's just a consistency, just that crunch of the nut. So I think it doesn't steer me away from tasting that creamy chocolate as much, you know, and it's still nice, but it's just not my favourite type of chocolate. So, you know, obviously if it's yours, then I think I'd add a star or so to my score, because I think for the lack of flavour on the almonds, the milk chocolate's not the best in my view. I think I'm probably going to say a 3.5 out of 5, I think, for me. Still really nice, but as I say, there's so many good chocolates out there at the moment, and especially by Ritter Sport, I have to be a bit harsh, you know, because to differentiate them all. I'm definitely, I think in my, you know, previous years doing this, I would have probably given this a 4, but I think now I'm trying to be a bit more, yeah, you know, harsh, critical. So there we go, yeah, because as I say, you've got to differentiate them, and yeah, so there we go. So that's what I'm saying. 3.5 out of 5, but it's great stuff, and thanks, Diker, again for sending me this brilliant thing, really nice and very thoughtful, and a lovely surprise. Okay, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me to subscribe to my videos, follow Instagram as well, and Patreon also, if you're in the position to do that, and yeah, leave a comment or 3, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye for now. See ya.